Good afternoon. This is Saturday, September 5th, 2020, and this is going to be the final round of the 2019 Ice Brew Toronto Challenge from Glen Abbey Golf Club in Oakville, Ontario. Earl here. I want to start off the broadcast by encouraging anybody who comes around here. So if you are really into the golf and you just want to, and you're interested in seeing how this plays out, which hopefully you're tuning in, you are, please stay. If you're looking for to chat and to hang out, I would just encourage you to go check out After Further Review with Steve Tower right now. I just saw he came online with something, and he doesn't get out on here very often playing games, and so he's going to play a Tom Seaver tribute from 1983, it looks like. And I don't really mean to get to get in the way of that or coincide with that whatsoever. But I was planning on doing this, and frankly, I usually try to have this a little further along, but this round is shaping up to be pretty interesting. The course itself is a lot of fun. It has a nice mix of tough and difficult, tough and difficult, tough and scoring holes. You get some that are tough, and you get some that have some pretty good chances for the old birdie or maybe even eagle. So just gonna point out our sponsor for this tournament, Ice Brew, which is not real, but if you go to Play Now, if you search on that particular site, not the Play website, P-L-A-A-Y, but Play, P-L-A-A-Y, now, you can get that logo and all the other ones for free. They give them away to help you enhance your gameplay on your tabletop. Ice Brew, if you like your beer cold, try an Ice Brew. So, as you can see here, we started the day with Enrique Magallanes in the lead, and he still is. He's got a 2-shot lead over Celestino Garcia, Marshall Weber. So, but the things to point out right now are I've had a few special results, and the one that's most interesting, and the reason I want to play this a little early, not only because of the course, but because this was a really interesting special result, which was Summers got it, Heath Summers, on a par 3, and it has made him lucky. It makes every putt, so lucky means he will always have a blue chip. Every hole, start every hole, he gets a blue. So if he spends all his blue chips, he gets one at the beginning of the hole. He can use it. He can still save them up the traditional way, but he doesn't get another blue chip if he still holds on to it. So, but he also has an easy putt for every putt he gets. And I'm not 100% sure. I think that also means if it's a clutch putt, you make it easy. So now, that's kind of tough because gold is a good way for him to generate. He has gold putting, and he can generate a lot of blue chips that way. But to give yourself a 33% chance at every birdie putt, let's see. He is currently 6 back, and he is going to be playing the 9th hole here. So if he can put up a score here on the back 9, so that's one of the things that I thought was pretty interesting. Gareth Leonard also had a special result, and he got sunny the rest of the round. So that comes up 2 or 3 times at most a game. But I figured, what the heck? Let's play this out. We've got Garcia, we've got Weber, we got Magallanes. So we got Garcia and Weber, who haven't won anything before. You got Leonard skulking. You got Summers with a lot of good stuff. Plus, also, so it was a 15 on the par 3. He also got 2 choice qualities. So I gave him Master and Legend. There was a roll last hole where he would have gotten if he had been Dynamic, and maybe I should have given him Dynamic. It was like, oh man, we could have given him that quality. It would may have worked out for him. But in any regard, we are going to get going. But last but not least of all of the fun stuff that's going to be going on here this afternoon for the next 2 hours probably, I bought this puppy. It's not ice brew, but it is good enough for me. So I am going to be having a beer or 3 while we play. It's probably going to affect my decision making, but hopefully not so much. So if I start to slur my speech and start giving guys using chips to take control on holes we shouldn't, or we start using the red chips all the time to give away control on daunting holes, then just let me know. So this is 8 days a week, infinitely drinkable blonde ale. So that's the first one I'm going to try. It's, I think, probably a session beer, which is more like 5%, I'm guessing. I'm trying to find 4.8. Good ABV to start, just kind of like get the ball rolling, so to speak. So the 10th hole is where we're going to pick this up. That's where Jay Laufenberg, Braden Lasalle Jr., and Rudy Wallace are. Obviously, that means Enrique Magallanes. As you can see on the scoreboard over here, I'll blow that up a little bit more here. We have the room for that. He has been through 6, his group. We're doing threesomes today, so let's get a move on as I sit here running my flaps. It'll be Braden Lasalle, who is also stormy. And he has had his struggles here. He is currently 17 under. He's way back. We could do some out of contention stuff. I mean, it's almost lager like. It's a rather smooth drink. A little bit of body to it. Hasn't been fermented the whole way, so it's just really like nice. So this is 2 degrees of course control, similar to the 9th. It says we'll see the 9th with the Solari group. The shallow green will require a high soft approach, so really a pretty easy hole. We should see some birdies here, and LaSalle has control with 3-4-4, almost 3-4-5, which is like the bogey roll. Not a bogey roll, but just it's a red chip delight. Anyway, Yeoman or Puny, he is neither of those, and it's not a firm green. So it is Golf Cam green. Also, there's a couple of other things, if you remember the early round stuff that we did. And so it's a green 4, friendly, no challenging, no. It's going to be a clutch putt for par for Braden Lasalle Jr. He's gonna wing it here, 1-3, and he makes it. He'll get a second blue chip, and he makes his par. So we have slow greens today, so it's gonna make scoring even a little easier. Hopefully, we did that on the roll. So everybody is semi-laser, so when I read that, it says they acquire semi-laser, which means that if they already have full laser, they keep it. So as opposed to what I feel like with Summers, and I've already played it this way, like with he gets it, every putt is easy. I also think that means if it's a gimme putt, it's still easy. Like, he's got to bring that back. So it's just every putt is easy. He gets the double difficulties become easy, but also the gimmies become easy, and he still has a good chance of making them. But okay, so part of it was the laser, semi-laser for the golfers, and then every putt that is harder than neutral, like every green that's harder than neutral as far as that rating, the challenging or the semi-challenging, gets dumbed down by a half grade. So challenging becomes semi-challenging, semi-challenging becomes nothing. So okay, Rudy Wallace is next. Could take control here, and maybe he should have. It's a 23 sand in 2. But he gets a green 1, which should offer him a chance at knocking in here. So, not because he's not chunky. So we, wait, 23 in 2. So chunky, no. So it's going to be a pin chance. When I play this, I re-roll white, and then I roll the decider with it. So if it's a 1 and a decider, it's in. Otherwise, you follow the pin chart with a little bullseye on it. So it's 2. That's an easy putt for par. So Wallace, we roll 2 for an easy putt. As long as they aren't 6s, he makes it. So he is able to navigate that putt. Now Jay Laufenberg with a red chip. Not a bad time to use it here. There's no water. And you know what? Let's burn it here. We're going to give the course control on this one. There's no daunting nature to it. It'd be better to do it on a cordial hole if you could. But let's see what the roll is. 26 is Golf Cam course with a green 4. Now the green 4, that might actually bring him a clutch. So let's see here. So but he is semi-gold, remember. Cordial, no. Daunting, no. Nope, that's an easy putt for par. So he's going to get a par out of this and spend a red chip to do it. Unless he gets the 6s and he doesn't. So, okay, they're through 10. So next up will be, first on the tee will be Heath Summers. I've given it, he kept the blue chip from the previous hole, so he could still get a blue chip from a 6, and that would give him 2, which might help him on a daunting hole, or semi-daunting hole. So here is the 9th. So this is a challenging green. It's going to be semi-challenging today. 4 degrees of difficulty. But there's no daunting to it, so it's pretty much just average difficulty. Although a little harder than average because you got 4 degrees. You're not going to go off of Summers. Now we could... we're going to let him play... are we? Let's... You know, he has that gold putting. Yeah, let's have him play it out here. Whoa, it's a 2 on the white and 23, so he's going to end up in the rough and 2 with a green 4. Workman, no. So moderate putt for par. Remember, every putt is easy, so he's going to have an easy putt for par. And in theory, he could just go ahead and use the blue chip to make a gimme. Right? He can blow those off if he wants to. So that's a par. So I mean, there's some strategy there that you might want to try and employ if you want to collect blue chips. Then lucky isn't really the way to play it. It's kind of tough to do it with that because your temptation is just to burn them off. So there is a white 6 par. So Aberley finishes 1 under par. So this is a strange course where you've got a 35 on the front for the par and then a 37 on the back. 3 par 5s. 3 of the 4 par 5s on the back, and they're all scoring holes. There's also a scoring par 3 on the back, so okay, so Carlos Solari, it's 44. He's in the bunker with a second shot, and a green 5 is going to be a little touchy here. Difficult putt for par. He is not a master, so he has to sink a 1 to 3, and he does knock it in. Okay, to the 8th. What? Oh. Trying to work on this beer. Okay, so the 8th is was the second. Well, it's the first semi-daunting hole. I can hear somebody mowing the lawn outside. So the 11th is daunting, but only has 2 degrees of course difficulty. So it's kind of like a little bit of a nuanced hole. We'll see that in just a minute. Actually, the 11th might be the par 5, which is actually I don't know. Let's see. We'll see it here in a minute. But 8 is semi-daunting, 5 degrees of course difficulty, 485 yards. Third hardest hole on the course. They take this from a par 5 to a par 4 for the pros. Now, Marshall Weber is 2 back. So let's see. He's 3 under on his round so far. This is going to be a tough one. So 45, he's going to be in the sand with his second shot on the par 4. Green 3, is he chunky? No, he isn't. So he's going to have a gimme par putt. So he should be able to make his par and get through one of the tougher holes on the course with a 4. Okay. To Gareth Leonard with extra control. He is currently 4 behind, and he's in the rough in 2 with the 12. And then a green 6 is not great, except he's a master, so he that green 6, which so many guys anybody who isn't a master ends up with a double difficult par putt. Instead, because he is a master, he gets easy. So he will more than likely knock that in for par, and he does. So Mulkers has had his struggles. He's one of only 2 guys who are over par right now. Su Cheng Chen is as well. So 56 is rough in 1. Green 1, though, for Mulkers, so he's not a workman. He gets a wow. So he'll get a second blue chip. And we get to roll the white die to see what kind of a wow situation he ends up with. It's a 1. So with a 1, it is heading towards the hole. If we re-roll this and we get another 1, it's in the hole and it's eagle, and he's holed it from the middle of the fairway. Let's see what happens here. It's a 5, so that's no eagle, but a gimme birdie putt for Mulkers, and that will assuage things a little bit here as he does make it. So a tough round so far. He bogeyed 4, 5, and 6 in a row to really kind of sour his round. Okay, now to 7. Par 3, it's 4 difficulty. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. As I said, I know Steve is... I just saw that he went live like a minute before me. So, and he is going on with some Tom Seaver stuff. So definitely keep an eye on what he's up to there. That is... He is and I know he doesn't get out here much to make videos. So, please show him the support that he deserves as a guy who's done a lot for the community here. Because I'll be here for a couple hours. So Magdalene is here at this 156-yard par 3. You'd think this would be easier, but you see the water. There's water available on this hole, and I think Magellanes will use his blue chip to give himself control on this and see if he can birdie it and get to 26 under par. 2, 3, 5 on a par 3. That way he takes the water out of play. And 2, 3, 5. Is he a champion? Looky here. He is. He gets an easy birdie putt. So if he sinks this 1 to 4, he will get to 3 under on the day, minus 26, and get 3 clear of Garcia and Weber. And, he just misses. So this is the easy birdie, but he will end up with a gimme par, and he makes that. So, pretty unfortunate there. Great opportunity. Went by the wayside. Now it'll be Celestino Garcia. No blue chips for him or Chen, so it'll be 56 his golf cam course. He gets over the water without an issue. Green 3. Cordial no, daunting no. It's going to be a clutch putt for par for Garcia. Semi-gold means a 1 to 4 will sink the putt for par, and he makes it. Plus, he earns a blue chip. Anytime you sink a clutch putt, you earn a blue chip, regardless if it's a clutch putt for bogey, birdie, eagle, whatever. There's not usually any clutch eagle putts. All right, Su Cheng Chen 1 over par on his round so far. He's Taiwanese, and he is semi-prospect, so he is an up-and-comer. 26, and unfortunately his up-and-comer, he's gotten a little up into the sky. He fluffs it in short of the green into the water. So he puts his tee shot into the creek. And then the 2 is he sunny? Chen is not, so we end up with a moderate bogey putt for him. So he's got to make 1 to 5 and he does make that. But a bogey, 2 over on his round now, and Su Sheng Chen his chances of winning are quickly evaporating. Okay, so we are through 7 with that lead group, and we'll just keep on working as I'm drinking. So again, it's not ice brew. I wish I could have some, but I'm sure it's exquisite. But it may be a lot like 8 days a week here and I'm not trying to advertise for them, but to each their own. Okay, so Mark Russell is watching them both, so good to give him some views while he's on. Again, that's one of the things when I live stream that most bugs me, is that I don't want to. I mean, sometimes we just got to come out here and do it, and that's like it's so. 11 is what is considered the signature hole at Glen Abbey. It's it's signature, but it's kind of like it's the beginning of the valley holes. So this is, again, I mentioned to you, it's daunting. If you get a 4 or a 5, it's daunting, and you're gonna hope you can get par. So basically, kind of like thinking of it missing it on the wrong side of the fairway. Otherwise, you should be able to get up and down. There is a creek, as you can see. Players tee off a cliff to a fairway that is over 60 feet below on the valley floor. The approach must clear 16 Mile Creek, which is this guy right here. So, not for the faint of heart by any means. And LaSalle could use both his blue chips to take control, but with a 50% chance of ending up looking on your card, 66 of being able to avoid that daunting, you would be a little, I don't want to say foolish, but it would not be a great play unless this were later in the round and you just wanted to absolutely avoid the water. If you were, let's say, in the lead or tied for lead or just like one stroke behind, you knew you could. Even then, you might want to still keep your chip. So 1, 3, 5, as he has control with a 2. Duffer or puny, he's neither of those, and he's not utility. So we're going to go to right now, and LaSalle Jr. is not cold. 3's going to ask if he's cold, and he's not, because he has parred the last 2 holes. So because of that, he ends up with an easy birdie putt. Now he will use a blue chip here to take the easy 1 to 4 and make it gimme 6-6 miss. So should be in, and it is. And notice the green die, which I almost always throw. I always throw that if I have a single roll. A 5, he would have missed the putt if he hadn't used the chip. So LaSalle Jr. to minus 18. He is, what is that, 7 back. In theory, we could put him out of contention if we wanted to, but we're going to keep playing. Rudy Wallace doesn't have the chips to go, so 26. Oh, he just is going to end up with course. He almost found 25, which would be water. So golf cam course, but the worst part here is that you do get the full sheer like will of the dauntingness of the hole. So green 6 asks, is it daunting? It is. So clutch putt for par. He is semi-gold. He's got to try and make this 1 to 4, and it's in. He will get a second blue chip, and he pars it. So he does navigate the nasty nature of this hole if you get a bad lie. So a 1 for Jay Laufenberg, who started out with 4 birdies and 7 holes, but then he bogeyed 8, and so he's what is he, 5 back of Magalhaes. Oh yeah, because I thought Magalhaes was he was going to move to 26, but he missed the putt. So Laufenberg is still, he's within shouting distance, but he's got to start putting it together here. So 4, 5, 6 is going to go to golf cam green on the par 4, and a green 4, not friendly or challenging, so it's going to be a clutch putt for par. So he's also that semi-gold. 1 to 4. He makes it, and he will finish with a par on this kind of hole with a little bit of nuance to it. Okay. Check the comments here real quick. Anything else? Not at the moment. Good. Keep on going. Heath Summers now at the 10th. Easier hole. Should. So he gets a blue chip, remember, because he's lucky. And he's going to let that ride. It's on the course control side, 56. Sand in 1 with a green 2. Remember, every putt is easy for him. So, sand in 1. No, rough in 1. 46 is rough in 1. Green 2. Master. He is a master. I gave it to him, so he's going to get a wow roll. He'll get another blue chip. So, we've done him well by giving him master, at least for this hole. So here we're going to roll the white die. He gets a 2. That's going to be an easy putt for birdie. He will use the blue chip, make it gimme. And so let's see if this is the start of his run as he holds it. So birdie on 10, he gets to minus 20, so he's 5 back. He has plenty of time to make this charge. Let's see if he does. Rance Aberley. Okay, 2, 5, 6, par 4. He is a legend, so he will get a second blue chip, and he is going to get the gallery cheering. He's not a hacker, so he has a difficult putt for birdie. Sal not doing so hot. He's going to try and make this. He needs a 1. 3, moderate putt for par. Makes that. Carlos Solari, the Italian. Whoa. Okay, so 3, 6, 6 shaper. He is a shaper. He'll get a blue chip. And the green 3, is he hero or champion? No. So it goes from easy birdie to easy par. That's a shame. He will knock it in. That's too bad. Had a chance there. So you're telling me there was a chance. Okay. Mulkers got a birdie last hole. And he's gonna let it ride here. And he gets a white 6. He'll take a par and a blue chip as his patience pays off there. He's 2 over on the front. Marshall Weber. And unfortunately, that is on this 4 degree of course control hole. That's going to be sand in 2. With a green 4, chunky. No, he's not. So moderate putt for par. He needs a 1 to 5 to make it, and he does. So a good par there. Now Gareth Leonard with extra control. See if we can finally get him some extra control with a 4. Nope. 46 is sand in 1, green 6. Without Sandy, he is double difficult putt for par. He's going to go ahead and lag here, but this is not the way he wanted it. Easy bogey putt, and it's in barely. Whoops, bogey. That drops him to minus 20, I guess. Okay, so hey, Macalenus. It's his time. So at the 8th, tough hole here, 5 degrees of difficulty, and semi-daunting. Not semi-challenging though because of the slow greens. 15 is sand and 1. Green 5. He's not sandy. He has a difficult par putt. So he would drop to within 1 if he doesn't get the 1 to 3, and he's in. So a good par putt there for Enrique. Now, Celestino Garcia from the Celestial Plain in Spain. 24, Golf Cam Green, and the challenging, semi-challenging not being around is going to help him here. 4, friendly no, challenging no. It's going to be an easy putt for par for Celestino, and he makes it. So when you see the Spain flag there in Garcia, it is not Sergio, it is Celestino, his alternate universe cousin. Now Su Cheng Chen also is going to be so that's going to be trees in this, with his second shot. He's got to get up and down from the trees, and the green 6 is a problem. He's not a master. He has a double difficult putt for par, and his day just keeps getting worse. He's going to try and lag it. He misses, but it leaves him an easy bogey, which he makes. Okay, Su Cheng is nearly out of contention, but Magallanes makes the par at 8, which was looked like it could have been something that knocked him out of it, but he still has a 2-shot lead over Garcia and Weber. A couple of new faces. Laufenberg has never won. Leonard has. Solari has never won. Summers has won. Summers just won a major recently, I think the U.S. Open. But let's get to 12. Tough par 3. 5 degrees of course difficulty. Let me see. We're still kind of quiet in the chat. Like I said, check out Tower. Check out Steve Tower after further review. And once he's finished, come back here and you'll get to see the final 7-8 holes, something like that. And with 3 par 5s in those last holes that are all pretty much double cordial, it should be a real cracker. So 202 yards, par 3. Another lofted shot is required as golfers attempt to carry the creek in the bunker. So we do again have some water involved. And because it's semi-daunting, you got to have 2 chips to take control. Rudy Wallace does. I have to decide if we're going to do that. I'm going to be thinking about it as Braden Lasalle takes his turn, and right after I take another swig of the not ice brew. Definitely not as good as ice brew would be if I had it here. Braden Lasalle Jr. 15. He doesn't quite clear the water, but that's good because he's Golf Cam course, and the decide or die instructs us that the semi-daunting nature is not going to be daunting. It's going to be neutral. So on a par 3, green 2, cordial no, daunting no, because the decide or die. So we get an easy putt for par. Braden Lasalle lines it up, knocks it in. And it'll be Rudy, who is plumb last on our leaderboard here. And what the heck? He's going to go ahead and try and take control of this, and he's going to have to use both. So let's see if that proves to be fruitful or if it is a problem. 1-3-6 from the par 3 golfer chart. Is he hero or dynamic? Guess what? He is semi-hero with a dot. So yes, he's going to have an easy putt for birdie. This may be a great play. If he gets a 1 to 4, it's in the hole. So Rudy to minus 17. He does not climb out of the basement of our leaderboard. Excuse me. That's going to be the trouble with drinking some beer on the broadcast, is that it's going to provide a lot of carbonation. Anywho, to 11. Making sure all systems are go. It looks like it. Please, if you're watching this, please give me a heads up. I would love to hear from you, and it also helps me to know that my mic is on. Is this thing on? And it'll be Summers coming off a birdie. He's hoping for a 1, 2, or 3, as he is lucky he doesn't get the blue chip, but he does. He gets a 1-4-5 par 4. He's not duffer nor gilded, so it's going to be off into short game land. And a green 5 soft. Well, he's semi-soft. The cider die says no, so moderate putt for par, but every putt is easy, so an easy putt for par. He's going to go ahead and use the blue chip to make it gimme, so he avoids any chance of a bogey, and he drops the par in. Rance Aberle, the Canadian. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. That's going to be another par. He gets his third chip, and he will remain at -19. He's got to be making a move soon, although he may just be happy with the top 10. He should be well within the playoff here without a problem. Carlos Solari, but Aberle would love to get a victory here too. Solari, oh, and that's going to be 13, which is rough in 1, green 5. So what do we got here? Is he a master? No. Difficult putt for par. So Solari's got to make the 1 to 3. Lines it up, knocks it, and it's in. Good putt, solid par for Carlo. Check something real quick. Yeah, you guys can see it well, hopefully. Okay, cool, Mark. I know that. Also, if you could just give me some feedback, hopefully you can see enough of the cards to help. I mean, I've spread out the view a little bit here. Just trying some things, trying to do things a little differently. And so it's going to be the 10th. Another potentially easy hole here. Marshall Weber. But he gets the white 4, so it's going to be course controlled 56. Sand in 1. And a green 6, not going to be helpful. He's not sandy. He's going to have a double difficult putt for par. And that green die can just really put a damper on your day. So now easy bogey, as we did the lag rule, which is something I do because I like the opportunity to be able to make a lag putt. Although it's really rare to do. 156. Mulkers does have control of this. Legend or Bomber, neither of those. Not a hacker, so we're going to go to Mood. He is still sunny. Babe, I got you, babe. So he's still sunny. The 5 is going to ask if he's stormy, so that means he's not because he is sunny. So he ends up with a moderate birdie putt. Mulkers, where is he? He is -18. He's going to use 2 chips here. Take that moderate birdie. Make it gimme, so that way he stays sunny as long as he makes it, and he does. So Mulkers with his second birdie in 3 holes to -19. So he's not out of it, but now Leonard coming off a bogey. And he will take the par and the blue chip that comes with it. Little boost of confidence, and now we finally have the leaders to the end of the front 9, and it'll be Enrique, the first to play, at the 414-yard ninth hole. White 6, so he will accept his par here and get a blue chip to take onto the back 9. Now Celestino, he'd love to chip away at this. He's going to use his blue chip here, so he will take control of it. 3, 4, 6, almost 3, 4, 5. That's not a good roll. We already know that. Bomber or dynamic, neither of those, so he overshoots the green, but not by much. Green 4, is he stone? He's not, so he ends up with an easy par putt, which he holes out. And now Susheng Chen, who is having a bit of a struggle today. He's going to have 20. He's going to have 45 with a green 6. So trees in 1 with a green 6, and he's not a master. So another double difficult. He is on the way downward even more. He lags it, and he leaves an easy bogey. He makes that. But 4 bogeys on the front, and Chen is 8 back with 9 to play. All right, so we're making the turn. The first group we're following gets to 13, which is our first fun hole. It's not direct, 558, but it's also risk reward a little bit. I mean, it's not, we don't really get a chance to take any kind of risk or anything, but it's double cordial, has a friendly green. Green is reachable in 2 shots for players confident in their ability to avoid 16 Mile Creek. So right here you get water in the second of your bomber. But anyway, and actually, so I was thinking this was going to be an easy hole. But this has 4 degrees of course difficulty too, so it still has a fair amount of bite to it. It does get double cordial, but if you end up in the water, so anytime you end up on one of these squares on this hole, you should be fine. You should be great. But if you end up in a hazard, especially the water, good luck. So here is Rudy Wallace. And it's going to be 22, golf cam course, and a green 1. It is cordial. He's also semi-laser, so with the dot on the decider die, it would come this way too. Clutch putt for birdie. 1 to 4. It's good. Makes the clutch putt, gets a blue chip. Now it'll be Lasalle Jr. Double cordial with a white 6. He'll get a birdie. No blue chip, but he will move to minus 19. He just has not really gotten it going much today. Now, Jay Laufenberg. Not the type of hole you really want to use a blue chip on because, so it's 26, golf cam course, because all those course chances are going to get you a birdie. 5 on the par 5, cordial, yes. Clutch putt for birdie. He is semi-gold. Could get another blue chip if he makes it. 1 to 4, and it's a 5. He loses the blue chip. And now an easy par putt. Not the end of the world, but it does kind of feel like a bogey on that hole. All right, so to 12. Brandon, hello. Going to watch the Kentucky Derby coverage. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they're doing stuff in the fall instead of the spring, but hey, COVID after all. All right, so yeah, it's a semi-daunting. Heath Summers cannot take control, even though he does get a blue chip here because he is lucky. Let's see how he does with this hole. It's going to be a white 5-13. He gets it over the water, but it's going to be in the sand, or not the sand, in the rough in 1. The green 4, he's not Workman, so he has a moderate, but again, every putt for him is easy because it's the best round of his life, is what it said. So, easy. Yeah, he's going to make it gimme. You always want to ensure that that double 6 isn't going to bite you in the rear end unless you get a third 6. No sense in tempting fate, which, if you've played this game, you know just how often that can come up and nip you in the butt. Okay, Aberley takes control of this with only 1, so he will see if his semi-laser will get him a chance here. 2-2-6 on the par 3. Is he a champion? He is. He gets an easy birdie. He is going to let it ride to get the -20. Needs a 1-4, and it's in. So Aberley to -20. You got a glut of guys there. Of course, you've got Magallanes 5 up on all of them. So unless he starts taking on some water here, so Solari, unless he does that, these guys are just going to not be able to contend with it, probably. But you never know. I think Summers has a chance here with all of his stuff. It's just he's got to get through. He's 2 under through 12, and he's bogey free. He's kind of gotten through most of the tough holes. Now if he can just pour in a few birdies on the way in, maybe he's got a chance to put some pressure on Magallanes. So Solari with a 36 is trees in 1. And a green 6 is going to be really disastrous. He's not a master, so ball next a branch makes it onto the green barely after his chip. He is going to have a double difficult par putt. Going to lag it. Easy bogey. Carlo makes that, but he's going in the wrong direction. He's dropped to -19. Okay. We go to this second group. It'll be John Mulkers, who comes off a birdie for this, what could be a providential hole here. 2-2-3. He has control. Only 2 degrees of course difficulty. 2-2-3 is legend, no. Hero, no. So it's going to go to mood. Again, he is sunny. Green 2 asks if he is sunny. He is. So he ends up with a gimme birdie putt. So Mulkers could also get the -20 as long as he doesn't end up with 6s. And he, oh boy, it runs around the cup and drops. So 2 in a row, 3 of the last 4. Mulkers is on the move with 7 holes left to play. He is currently hot because he's got 2 in a row. And let's see, he's another guy that is lurking there. Gareth Leonard. Oh, he has extra control, so it's going to be 1-1-5 for him. Remember, extra control. That means that the white 4 earns him control. And he avoids that. So 1-1-5. Yeoman or scatter, he's neither of those. Utility, no. Moderate putt for birdie. Moderate, and you know what? He's going to take... This would get him to -21. He's going to take that moderate and make it gimme. And he's lucky he did. That's a birdie because that green die is a 6. That would have been a miss even if he'd taken it to easy. So to within 4 now, the Scotsman, Gareth Leonard. Marshall Weber, he's 3 back. Can he find a way to a birdie on this hole? But 3, 4, 5, what a bad time for that. That's going to lead him to a red chip. And the gallery groans after a rather pedestrian tee shot at the very least. Workman, no. Difficult putt for par. He's got to make a 1-3 or else he's going to have back-to-back bogeys. And, oh, he terribly misses it. Misreads it. He still has a moderate, so about a 7-footer here for his bogey. He does make that, but now he's at -21 with Leonard. So those guys are going in the wrong direction. Okay, Magallanes here on a hole that definitely has its share of birdies so far today. 2 out of 9. And he does have control. 4-5-5 on a par 4. Is he hot? No, he's cold. He's actually just neutral. Gilded? He's not gilded, so mood. He is neutral, so the mood chart will ask with a green 5 if he is stormy, which he isn't. So he's going to have a moderate putt for birdie. He is going to make it easy with a blue chip because he wants to give himself the chance of being sunny. It would also extend his lead to 3, and it's in. Birdie for Enrique, and he's going to join all the guys that are currently sunny. There we are. So 3 under par today, 3 up on this guy, Celestino Garcia, who will be next to play the 10th. Okay, and he's going to take a par chip. Now Chen. And of course he gets a white 4, which is going to mean course control. 14 is trees and 1. Okay, I just finished this beer, which makes me happy because that means I'm going to get another beer, which that still tastes really good. I like hoppy beers, and this is like not hoppy whatsoever. So trees in 1 and a 4 on the green die. Workman, he's not, so he ends up with a moderate second putt for par, so he will break his bogey string of 3 as long as he ends up not rolling a 6 here. So that's a par for Chen. So we've got another run around here before we go to emerging contenders. I think Larry Rice was asking yesterday whether we could get somebody to minus 30. Magallanes is at minus 26. He still has 8 holes left to play on the back, which a couple of them are pretty much birdie holes. So it's still within that realm of possibility, but it's going to be him if anybody, because nobody else is really going after it. So let's see, what do we got? Let's go with the old Lakeshore Fog. Hazy and juicy. So this is what I'm all about right now. All about the hops and the kind of dry alcoholic deal. 6.5 is, I'd love it a little more alcoholic, but hey, RJL. No, I was encouraging people to go over there. I saw that you got your championship on the road, so that's good. And I am, since we have a beer as the sponsor, I got my own beer. I don't have ice brew because it's really rare, extremely rare. It's like the rarest thing on earth, next to making a double difficult birdie putt. But oh yeah, that tastes good. So now that I quit making lewd sounds about beer, let's go to Rudy Wallace at the 14th, 457-yard par 4, and I am only on my second one now. So just by the time we get to 18, things might get interesting. But 5 degrees of course difficulty means this is a test of tests, which one of the things I like about Glen Abbey is you get this hole mixed in with 13, which we saw when these guys played 13, 2 out of 3 birdies. Par 5 does have some disaster possibly there, but this one has a lot of disaster. You can see water everywhere now. Shaper can get through it with 55 and 56. Also, 15 and 16 have the asterisks to help the shaper. But it is semi-daunting. Now, again, not semi-challenging. It's neutral because of the slow greens. And again, because of slow greens, everybody's semi-laser, unless they're full laser, based on their own card. Here is Wallace. Here we go. And he gets a white 6, which he will celebrate a nice par on a tough hole. Wallace currently minus 19, though. I should probably... or minus 18. I probably should get some of these guys to out of contention, but sometimes you just don't do it. All right, is Lasalle a shaper? He's not, so he ends up on 16, which is going to be sand in 1. Little trip to the beach with a green 6. That's a real pain in the rear end. That's like a trip to the beach where you get bitten in the rear end with a lobster or something. But guess what? He checks sandy. He's semi-sandy, and we got the decider die. So he gets, he actually gets a chance at a double difficult birdie putt. So Lasalle Jr. at minus 19. He gets a blue chip if he makes it. Let's try it. We're going to see. He needs a 1 and a dot. This is a complete long shot, but it's 2 and a dot. So it doesn't make that. Now he ends up with a difficult par. Needs a 1 to 3, and we're going to see just how bad this can get. So now that's a moderate bogey. He does make that, but that's a 3 putt. But Lasalle Jr. was not winning this thing, so we just sometimes you try and take a little bit of a chance. He had gotten 2 out of 3 birdies in a row, though, so it's kind of unfair in a way. But he double bogeyed 3, which was really the pivotal moment where his round sort of came crashing to an end. So Golf Cam course with 26 as Jay Laufenberg. Nobody gets course control here unless they have 2 blue chips. Or Leonard could with a white 4. So green 3, cordial no, daunting, oh yeah, semi-daunting with a dot. So clutch putt for bogey, semi-gold. Good news is he gets another blue chip. Bad news, he loses a shot, and he is going to drop out of that tie at minus 20. So tough hole, tough consequences. So back to this par 5. Aberley, minus 20. If one of these guys can make a charge here, put a little pressure on Magellanes, maybe something will break. But okay, double cordial, white 6, that's a birdie. So that takes Aberley to minus 21. Still 5 back. Oof. Just seems like a mountain that's not going to be climbed, right? Well, let's see. Okay, now Heath Summers, who is lucky, so he gets the blue chip. He has the Legend and Master added, and every putt is easy because of a roll on the special result chart. So let's see what happens here for Summers. It's going to be course controlled 14. That's rough in 1. Could have used the blue chip to take control. Maybe we should have done that there. Hate to do it on a par 5, but he is master with a white 6, so he gets an easy birdie putt, and that's without having to use, and we're going to make it gimme. So a gimme birdie for Summers, and he is still on the potential track to maybe he can catch Magellanes if he can just kind of keep streaming in birdies here. So that's his 3rd birdie of the day. We really would love to see him get a little more under his belt here by this point. So now Solari. Okay, there's the white 4 with a 34 Golf Cam course, double cordial. It's going to be a birdie chance here for him. Guaranteed. Daunting no, clutch putt for birdie. And he is full gold. Don't get a 6. And he doesn't. Blue chip, birdie. Everybody's happy. Everybody birdies. Solari to -20. Okay, Mulker's with back-to-back birdies. He's going to play 12. Can't take control. Would love a white 6 here. Oh, and he gets it. How about that? You see that last die clunk it. Takes his par. Then he gets to go to the 13th birdie hole. Now Gareth Leonard with extra control. And he get a white 4. No, he gets a green, or he gets a white 6, but with 2 other 6s, with the advanced option, we have to play the clutch par putt to get that blue chip. Needs a 1 to 4, and he misses it. So that's a red chip, and then the easy bogey. So a tough break there for Leonard. Gives back the shot he got at 11. It's kind of like the story of his. It seems like most of his tournaments go that way. He gains a shot, and then he loses a shot. Okay, so back to 11. And Magallanes, could he get a birdie here? Extend this to -27. 1-4-6. Par 4. Enrique. Ooh, I keep forgetting about this beer. Yeah. 1-4-6. Par 4. Legend or dynamic. He is legend. That's a blue chip. And the gallery cheers. Remember what galleries were like? Wow, that's been a long time. So we go to the gallery cheers chart, and a 4, he's not utility, a moderate putt for birdie. Well, with a 3-shot lead, he's going to just hope his luck goes with a 1 or 2. We could use that blue chip, make it 1 to 4. Let's see what happens. 1 to 2, he makes a birdie, gets to 4 over the competition at -27. It's a 3. Oh, that's the worst of them. If we'd use the chip, that'd be a birdie. Now an easy par. He holes that out, so we could have helped him there. But that's a blue chip that he still has hold of. So Celestino Garcia. Can he make a move? 3, 4, 5. That's not the way to do it. He toes his tee shot. The gallery lets out a gargle. And he loses his blue chip. And a white or a green 4. Workman, no. He gets a difficult putt for par. So that's not the way to play a relatively easy hole. 1 to 3 makes it. What happened here? Oh, I didn't play Weber. That's okay. We'll go back after this. Let's do Chen. Su Cheng Chen. 3, 4, 6. Bomber or dynamic? No. Overshoots the green. Green 3. Has a chance at a pin maybe if you have the soft. Semi-soft with a dot he is. He gets a pin chance. Okay. Let's see. The old Pinarooski. No. Easy par putt, though. Better than the bogeys he was getting earlier. All right, let's go back to 12 and finish off Marshall Weber. Someday, some way. Someday, some way. That's Marshall Crenshaw, I think. 24 is sand and 1, green 6. So Weber gets the nasty green 6. Sandy, no. Double difficult par putt. So we're going to lag, and that leads to easy bogey. He makes that. And there's 3 bogeys in a row for Marshall Weber after he was hanging around there near the lead. Tough for him. Tough course. Tough course at times. It's got its scoring holes like 15, but first, we have to do the emerging contender. And let me check the chat first. Okay, RJL. So RJL has a Corona going. This is going to have a little more pop than your Corona. So, this is my second. So I'm just doing this because we're sponsored by a brewery, and I'm just kind of crazy like that sometimes. All right, so 3 under par for our leader, Enrique A. Magallanes. Aye! As you can tell, the beer is getting there. So 3 under means we only roll once. So I will take black and white, and we will roll it as long as it's not in the teens. It is in the teens, so the top golfer in the B group will emerge 2 strokes back. And I'm sure this will completely destroy my leaderboard. But let's see, you never know. Miracles never cease. Because this is the first time I am using my threesome leaderboard. And, yeah, it could get really... disappointing for me here. So let's hide that row. Let's get out B. So the top golfer in the B grouping. So that B grouping, you're getting somebody dropping a bunch of scores. So let's see, we go up to C+. All right, so we've got Carlos Saunders. No, 4A. 5A, Gene Ewing. Well, it's still Carlos Saunders because 4B is no. 4A, so there's a tie. 3A for Elaine. Actually, we go to B-. So Elaine Zelderlu, who is kind of an up-and-coming hot shot. He is going to be the one who emerges. So a guy off the Slacker Tour, a youngster, he's semi-prospect. Belgian, I believe. We won't hold it against him, but he also enjoys the beer. So, good friends with Eden Hazard, has partied with him in Ibiza on vacation. So, Elaine Zelderlu. Zelderlu. I don't know. That's ABBA. That's probably like a reference that nobody's going to get. And the good thing about Zelderlu is that if he ever needs to use the bathroom, it's in his name. So, oh boy. So Zelderlu, where are we gonna? So we're gonna start him. The B. We'll say he was in the top of the B, so he was at 205 to start, and he comes in 2 shots back of the leader. So 205. Was 11 under, right? Is that 11 under? This could get really strange. This could get really strange here, guys. So 216 would be par after 3 rounds. 205 is 11 under. So if you take 11 under and 26 now, 2 strokes back is 24 under, right? So he is minus 13 through 15. And he's not showing up anywhere. Boo! Well, let's... maybe that's why... Oh, well, let me see. Maybe I can fix this. It's gonna be... So let's see. if count of that equals 3, that means he's finished. He's not finished, so it's going to be the count S4 to U4. Oh. Let me see. Final round entry S4 to U4. It's 0 plus 15. Wait. I know. Let's put this. That might help. Any chance that is getting me anywhere? No. What's up? What is up? That's not right whatsoever. I don't know. Maybe we need to do this. That doesn't make any sense either. AD20. C4 plus AC20. That's nothing. Final round entry. Oh boy, this is tough, man. I'm trying to figure this out so bad. If R26, no, I don't want R26. That's why I want R4. Okay, now one last thing. Maybe this will work. Oh boy, that's why. Count of S4 through U4 plus 15. Anything? Getting somewhere. I'm not giving up here. Because he should be much lower than that. Should be much lower than that. 205. I am lost. C4 plus AC20. So subtract 13 from it. Oh, that's probably why. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm going to have to keep going. We're 2 shots back, so Zelderlu, we're going to have to play with it. He's 2 shots back. I can't keep going here. He is at minus 24. And Robert, I'm going to do the best I can to use your situation here, the way you do things. So kudos to you for being able to do something relatively manually. I have these little guys here that are actually big, much bigger than the guys you use. I used to have little fellas that were like slivers of paper, but sorry about that, everybody. I hate the fact that I hate the fact that I have to and I can't believe I think I was showing the scoreboard a lot of the time. I'm sorry for that too, because I don't really want to be showing that. But so I'm going to be using this guy, and I will be showing you things. I don't know what, I must have clicked that by accident somewhere along the way, because we got this nice Ice Brew logo that is right. But of course now, because I had to put Zelderlu here, if I put him up here and his score up here, I think I can then do this, and you're unimpeded from the leaderboard. So this is what happens when you mix beer and trying to do an effective presentation. So yeah, so somehow Zelderlu is more or less 13 under par through 15 holes, which isn't unheard of, but it is. And he gets to play this par 5, which is a possible birdie hole, possible eagle hole. So here is Zelderlu. And he gets a white 5. 12 is going to be sand in 3. My emerging contenders always get shafted. I'm trying to find a better word than that, but that is probably the cleanest word I can use. Green 5, sandy. No, he has a difficult putt for par. And so he goes 13 under par, and then he gets to this easy par 5. He does par it at least, so hallelujah for that. I would feel bad if he would have bombed it. But I still have no clue why. And trying to sleuth out a leaderboard while you're a little tipsy is not the way it's supposed to go. So this should be this, right? This should be this. So why is this? Is it working? No. Oh, there you go. Oh! Yes! Yes! There. Dang it. I win. There you go. He's 13 under par, and he made his par at 16, and now the world is right. For once, maybe. Who cares about whatever else is going on in the world? I fixed my stupid leaderboard. I am so happy now. 15 is a 141-yard par 3. That's basically long enough to, well, I'd say drown a golf ball, except there's no water in play here. But swirling winds and a sharply sloping green make this short par 3 a great test of skill. Here we go. Semi-cordial, challenging green, but it won't be it's semi-challenging here. So Rudy Wallace, he gets a white one. My cards like that, they breed ones. 1-1-2. Gilded no. Moderate birdie putt. Let's cast off a blue chip. Make it gimme. That's actually 2, right? It was moderate birdie. Gimme will be 2 blue chips. Should have not done it. He would have made a difficult birdie putt. But that's okay. Can't take it back now. Braden Lasalle Jr. He gets a white one. 3, 4, 5, though, is going to be a miscalculated swing, wedged on the green. He's got a difficult putt for par, and he drains it. Laufenberg. He's going to be coy, take control of this. 1-3-3. Hacker. No, he's not a hacker, so it's mood. He's one of the few guys that does not have a mood right now. So he's not stormy. He gets an easy birdie putt. He could use the blue chip, but he's going to be suave, and he makes it. So in the hole for Laufenberg, he is at -20. 6 shots back. Let me check the chat real quick. Beer wins. Yeah, that was a little long. Okay. I guess you're talking probably about Glory Days. Glory Days. Yeah, they'll... Oh, I don't know. Maybe Springsteen will block my video if I sing too long, so I better cut it off there. To 14. Well, Rance, he's going to try and take control of this. He's got chips to burn here. And he's got to use both. But if he could get a birdie on this hole, get to -22, hey, maybe the world is a good place after all. 2-2-3. Legend. He is a legend. He'll go to the gallery. Cheers. Is he a champion? He is. He's got a gimme birdie putt. How about that? He's going to knock it in the hole. That's 3 in a row for Aberley. He's not out of this. His playing partner, Summers, can't take control of this, so that's too bad because he's lucky, but he only has 1 blue chip because of that luck. So 22 is Golf Cam course. It's daunting. Boo-hoo. Every putt is easy, though. So 5, par 4. Is it daunting? Yes. Double difficult putt for par. But no, it's not. It's easy. Easy putt for par. So unfortunately, it's not going to be a birdie putt for him. Makes his par and still is bogey free. Carlos Solari. Could have tried taking control for him too. I went really quickly there, and he is a shaper though. Golf Cam course, and he's going to get lucky. Actually, no, he won't. Cordial no. Laser Everybody is semi-laser, but the decider die says no way, so he's a clutch putt for par. Could get another blue chip here if he makes the 1-5. And he does. To Mulkers. And the par 5 fifth, which is a scoring hole. But a lot of the scoring comes off of cordial, or off of the cordial course spaces. So here is Mulkers. Whoa. I have no clue which ones went through the hole and which ones didn't. I'm going to play it anyway. 24. Am I going to re-roll that? That's water. I mean, whichever one fell didn't go through the dice tower, but it flipped around there pretty good. So I have a feeling it's probably fine. Water in 3. We're just going to play it. Green 2, is he sunny? Mulkers is, so he ends up with a gimme bogey putt. We're just going to have to play it that way. Gimme bogey. And we could have rolled the third die too. Makes it. So Mulkers was on a good streak there, but then ran into some troubles. Here's Leonard. Double cordial, that's a birdie. On a white 6. Back to minus 21. I feel like his chance kind of went after he bogeyed 12. Marshall Weber. 45 is rough in 2. Green 5 is a tough lie. He's going to have trouble getting up and down for par here. Master. Semi-master with a dot, so he will actually have a double difficult birdie putt. Let's lag it. Easy par, he's going to make moderate. And he makes that. So we burn that red chip that way. Now to 12. Does Magalhaes, if he could par this one, that would be huge towards getting down the road towards this. I think it might be his second victory on tour this year. But let's see. It's going to be 11, which is rough in 1 and a green 2. Master, no. He has a moderate putt for par. 1-5. And he makes his par. So he is bogey-free thus far, as is Celestino Garcia. Keeping it between the ditches. And that's going to be golf cam course, but it's going to be daunting, so not going to be great. Clutch putt for bogey. Semi-gold makes that. But I jinxed him saying he was bogey-free. Now he has a bogey and he drops to minus 22. And Chen gets his par. Okay, so take a look at what's going on here. My logo is blocking my blown up leaderboard. Magalhaes with he's 2 ahead of Zelderlu, who I'm not sure how I feel about the emerging contender. It's a little strange. It's okay, but you know, it has its place, but it's also a little strange, especially like in this case where Zelderlu is 13 under par, so he's looking at possibly a 59 on the way in. But let's see. Still got some holes to play. So we're to 17, and it will be Zelderlu, the 436-yard par 4, with a caution symbol, which means putts that end up on a white 2 through 5. Normal putts, not clutch putts. Normal putts would be made 1 degree of difficulty earlier. The 17 features a horseshoe-shaped green, 14 bunkers. Welcome to the beach. Beach, 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 beach. Beach. Zelderlu. I don't know that ABBA song, but he's going to take a par. He's one step closer to a 59. Seems like so. I don't know. I got to be careful because it's fine. It's part of the process, but it's just a little weird. Hey, Kevin. Okay, yeah, keep watching. Here comes, yeah, Aberley he's got 3 in a row. Let's see if he can keep going. But Zelderlu is looking like he has a chance at 59 here today, which would be pretty funky, but you have to play the way the game is constructed, and so that would be pretty interesting. Rudy Wallace at this par 5. This is so we did see it with Zelderlu 5-16. Of course, Zelderlu parred it in rather unceremonious fashion. Looked like he was going to bogey it. 516 yards. It's direct, friendly green, double cordial. Everything says birdie. So don't make a par here, Rudy, or else we're going to laugh at you mercilessly. 136. Are we going to get some merciless laughter here? Duffer or scatter? No. Utility? No. Hero? Semi-hero? No dot. Moderate putt for birdie. He would have had an easy if he was a hero. 1-2. It's a 3, so he misses that. So now an easy par makes the easy par. So no merciless laughter for Rudy Wallace. How about Jay Laufenberg? Can we get a bogey here from Jay? 135. Duffer or puny? No. Champion. He is a champion, so we're going to go to golf cam. Or no, we're going to go to the special short game is what it's called. In green 1, is he stone? He's not. He has a moderate putt for birdie. Or no, he's not stone, so he gets a pin chance. So we will roll our white and decide or die. And, oh boy, he misses it badly. That's a difficult putt for birdie. He's going to try and make it. Needs a 1. How about a 1? How about a 1? No. Moderate par. Oh, missed the stupid tower. Makes the moderate par. Braden Lasalle Jr. Can anybody birdie this? Anybody? Is anybody in there? 1, 2, 3. That might be a good roll. That might be good. That might be good. 1, 2, 3. Is it a direct green? It is. That's a moderate putt for eagle. Braden Lasalle Jr. with an easy putt for eagle. Now a 1-4, and he will find himself at, where is he? -20. Who cares? That's an eagle. Good. Whoops, I put a -1. Have it. -2. And he is to -20. So a good round for LaSalle so far, and it makes it pretty good with a sweet eagle on 16. I'm really what I really look forward to with this course now that I've seen it like from front to back is 18 is another one that is, let's look at it real quick here. That's what you want in a finishing hole. I want birdies. I want water. If somebody hits that white 5 and goes 12, 24, or 44, we get to laugh at them, which is great. We like laughing, but we also like birdies. We like a chance to maybe have somebody put up a score. So here we go. If Aberley had a chip, we could use it. He doesn't have one. He needs a white 1. Can he get a white 1? That would be really good. Nope. 12 is rough and 1 and a green 5. Gonna struggle to make par here. Struggling for par. Master. Nope. Difficult par putt. Needs a 1-3 or else his mini run here is going to come to an end. Ah, good. He makes it. I don't want to root for him. I feel sound like I'm rooting for him now, but I don't know. I want somebody to make this interesting. And most of the time they don't. Summers. He'll take control of it. Why not? He's still, let's see, minus 21. He's within 5. Can he put together birdies on 4 in a row and really make it, and maybe get an eagle thrown in there somewhere? 1, 2, 6. Par 3. Is he a champion? Semi-champion with a dot, so we get an easy birdie putt for Summers. 1 to 4, and we're in business. It's a 4. That's a birdie, and Summers to minus 22. It's not over. It's not. Oh, it's all over. Never mind. Oh, we got to go with Solari first. So we'll give him control of this too. He's got chips to burn. Burning chips. Boom! 266. Par 3. Is he a champion? No, he's not. We go to the green shot, and this is a challenging green, made semi-challenging by the rain. So 2 friendly, no. Challenging, yes. Clutch putt for par. He's gold. He'll make it, right? Yeah, he'll make it. Of course. Par. Wait, he spent a chip. You don't get no chip. Don't be asking for confidence when you didn't earn it. Hey, Earl, drink some more beer. To 14. And it looks like Mr. Gareth Leonard, the Scotsman, with his extra control, sunny disposition, and red chip, will have a go at this difficult hole. And guess what? His red chip is gone. Everything is good. He gets a par on a tough hole. That makes him happy. Happy is as happy does. Weber, not so happy. 36 is sanding too. But he gets a good lie. He's going to be able to make a good pass at this one. Workman. He's not a workman, so he's going to have a pin chance. Can he hole it out? We haven't had a hole out here today yet, and we still don't. Moderate putt for par. And he just barely makes it. Moderate par, 1 to 5, and he gets it in. Mulkers. Let's give him a shot at control on this. He'll take it. 1 chip left, as 1 chip necessary for a semi-daunting that gets no decide or die help. 2, 5, 6, or it gets all the I guess the course doesn't get the help. It doesn't get made more tough by the decide or die there. 2, 5, 6. Legend no. Shot bounces near the green. He cries as it doesn't get anywhere close to the pin. He's not soft. Moderate putt for par. He does hole that one out, and everybody pars 14 to 13. Birdie hole. Magellanes, if he wants to get the minus 30, as Larry Rice was encouraging, it'd be nice to see. Let's see if we do it here. This is a place to do it. White 6, that's a birdie. And that's going to be 4 under on the round, minus 27. Magellanes is running away with this. The Spaniard, Celestino from the Celestino Plain in Spain, is 13. 13 is in the water in 16 Mile Creek. And he is not happy about it. He was within a prayer there for a little bit. Now he goes, a cordial hole. Yeah, it is. So difficult par putt. He is able to get up there for a difficult par, but oh, he does make it. I was assuming he'd miss it, but because it's a par 5 and it was his second shot in, he hits his, let's see, second shot into the water. So that means you hit your 4th shot real close enough to make it for par. 3, 4, 6. No, 36. Oh, Tien in the water next to the green on a 36. So, and then a 4 is he's not a champion, so he's going to have an easy putt for double. An easy double. First time I think I've ever had an easy double off a chart. So, tough cookies there, Su Shang. Whew. Boy, he is, what is that, 6 over par on his round today. He has gone belly up. Looking bad. All right, so now Zelderlu. So we've got Magellanes 3 ahead. Minus 27, just laying waste to this course. And we've got Elaine Zelderlu. Heck, he could get a 50. He could get a 57 here, depending on, because this is double cordial, friendly, direct. 524. The famous 18th hole at Glen Abbey features a risk-reward eagle possibility over water. Yes. 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 And I must drop this guy through here as I just... My celebration has turned me into a laughingstock. Maybe they should laugh at me. 135 as Zelderlu does not see the course take control. Duffer or puny? No. Champion or hero? Yes. And it's a green 1. So he's going to go to the special short game chart. He's not stoned, so we've got a pin chance on this. Can he get a 1 and a dot and make it an eagle? If we get a 1 and a dot, it's a 3. That'll be an easy birdie putt. He'll use his chip. That'll make it gimme. And he's going to go 58. Ah, and he did. Yeah, almost. Minus 14, that's a 58. And he is right there. If Magellanes starts finding some water. Let's see. I need to... Give me a second here. Equals... Nah, I'm not going to bother with it. We don't have to worry about that. I don't need to waste your time and mine. But a minus 25 after starting the day minus 11. That is what you call kicking some tail. It's too bad he didn't have some better early rounds. Okay, back to the 17th. LaSalle Jr. 5 is going to be 24. Golf Cam Green. Let's try and get through this. So also we've got this special like the caution symbol, so we've got to keep that in mind too, right? Golf Cam Green and a 4. Friendly, no. Challenging, no. Clutch putt for par. 1 to 3. And it's in. It's a blue chip for 18. Is it Laufenberg next? No. It is Rudy. Rudy. Hey, and look at that. Gets the 1 like a champ. 156. Legender Bomber, no. Hacker, no. Mood. Mood. And Wallace is sunny, so he's not stormy. It's going to be a gimme birdie putt because the green 1 on the Mood is checks it is he stormy and he's sunny. So as long as he doesn't get 6s, he will stay sunny and he gets a birdie. So a good back 9 here for Rudy Wallace. Minus 4 on the back. He is nowhere to be found on the leaderboard, though. Minus 20. I mean, he's doing fine. Everybody's pretty much under par except for Chen and Mulkers right now. So Laufenberg. And I was thinking about that putt, but then I remembered, yeah, he had control, so we don't have to worry about the caution symbol. 3, 4, 6, bomber or dynamic. Jay Laufenberg doesn't have either of those, so we go to the short game 3. Soft, no. Easy par putt. And he makes it. 16. Check the comments. I've just realized I kind of get on this roll. Hey, Steve Tower, good to see you. Hey, man, I'll tell you, I was encouraging people early on in the broadcast to go over and, I mean, I was going to be here a while. I put, I posted that at like, said I was going to do this at 3, and then I start it, and then I look at my phone, and I'm like, there's Steve. I'm like, oh, man, and you were doing a tribute, and it was just like, come on. My timing is like impeccably bad, but hey, I've got ice brew going. This isn't ice brew, but it's something. So I bought it today. I'm like, I'm doing a tournament. I'm being promoted by a beer company, and if it's iced tea, then that's the worst mistake ever. If ice brew is supposed to be like iced tea or like iced coffee or something, then, but the ice looks it looks almost like a beer company's ice. So it has to be beer. It's gotta be beer. And if it's iced tea or whatever, guess what? In my fictional world, they have started a line of tasty lagers. So, anyway. And as promised, I'm going to go into my third one because you guys deserve you do that. So this is the Session Pale Ale. So the 8 days a week was probably a session too. This is a little stronger in alcohol. Still 5.5. I mean, you call that a session? I mean, it's a session for me because I like 9% alcohol beer, but the Lake Shore Fog was definitely more in my wheelhouse. But okay, so Rance Aberley. So here, actually no, it'll be Heath Summers first. He is lucky. He's got that magic 15 roll on the par 3 on the special results, where he not only gets 2 choice results. I gave him Master and Legend because he already had like Semi-Champion and Hero and Icon and Gold. It's like, okay, let's give him Master and Legend. Every putt becomes easy, which I've also... So, Steve, if you're still around, I read that as even if he's got a gimme putt, it becomes easy, which really has burned him early in the round because there were a couple times he had gimme birdies, and... I moved him to easy because it reads to me that every putt is easy. So, and he rolled a 5 or a 6 on those. So, Summers at -22 could have been even closer after his first 3 rounds being but we're going to go to this par 5 16th, and he doesn't need to use the blue chip yet, but we may improve the putt depending on what happens. 1 3 4. Would love to see something on the old directness check here. Nah, he's not a duffer. He is Semi-Champion dot. Okay, so he's going to get a second blue chip. Now we can upgrade it twice. And we go to the gallery cheers, and guess what? He's got a green 1. We're going to keep these chips. We're going to keep them because we don't have to, well, I don't know. That's another good question. If he's a champion on the previous shot, he doesn't necessarily mean he's a champion on this shot. So so the green 1, I'm going to re-roll it. Champion, is he a champion again? He is, so he's got a gimme birdie putt. Doesn't have to use any chips. As long as he makes it, and he does. Oh, wait. I already said... You know what? Let's just play it simple. So... Give me birdie, but I already said every putt's easy, so it doesn't matter. Easy birdie, but let's just use the blue chip. So there. He made it gimme, made the putt. Everything is kosher. So he gets to -23. I would love to see him get up there to where Zelderlu is, but... Zelderlu. I really wish I knew that ABBA song better. I mean, I know the melody, I just don't know the stupid lyrics. Not that ABBA's anything I should really admit to liking or knowing that well, but you know, there's a song by Walter Becker, which is much more in my realm of the music world. So Walter Becker, the guitarist of Steely Dan, he did a song called My Waterloo, which is, if you go and have a listen to it, it may not be your cup of tea, because his voice is a little like mine. He's kind of got this like low gargle about him, and it's also it's got like the bass line. He was a bass player and a guitarist, so he's kind of like bum 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 bum, and it's the melody is a little angular in certain ways, and like the final chorus actually gets to sort of like the line that's like, I know now that you are my Waterloo, and it's like, that's kind of like the end of the song. He doesn't sing anything else. It's like basically admitting that his whatever could be a drug, could be girlfriend, could be, I have no clue, basically, is going to be the end of it. Probably drugs, because he had a drug problem. But anyway, sorry to go into a tangent, but Zelderlu reminds me of Waterloo. Sorry, that's really my life. Duffer, no, is on a 1-2-2. Utility, he's not. Hacker, he's not. He's going to have a moderate putt for birdie, so he needs a 1 or a 2 here to score on this scoring hole. Oh, and he makes it. So Aberley still, I mean, it's not going to be easy. He really needs to birdie out now. So he's 4 under on the back. That birdie, or that bogey on 6 may really have just, that kind of really set him back there, because that would he would be at, even if he had parred that, minus 24 would get him to where it's at least possible. Okay, so sorry. I mean, I do these like stupid soccer chant kind of things. 1, 3, 4. Duffer, no. Champion, no. Utility, no. He's going to have a moderate birdie putt. Going to use the chip. Let's let it ride. Should have used the chip. Easy par. Makes that. And we're definitely playing the rule that if somebody bogeys any of these easy par 5s, they are getting a healthy laughing at. So, Gareth Leonard. 24, sand in 1, green 1. He's going to have a pin chance, most likely, because he doesn't have any bad recovery stuff, so not chunky. So we go to pin. Can he get a 1 and a dot? 1 and a dot. Oh, and he makes it. Gareth Leonard holes it out. He now is at minus 22. It's a little too late for a run, probably, for him, but hits that chip true, buries it. 24 again, sand in 1, green 4 this time. Chunky, nope. Moderate putt for par. 1 to 5 in the hole. John Mulkers. What a name. It just sounds like somebody who's kind of pathetic. Sorry if anybody's watching who has the name Mulkers. And he gets control, 116. 166 would have been something special, but 116 not so much. Well, he is laser. He gets a pin chance here. I forgot about that. So 116 has a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. We go off the special short game chart, or no, the special pin chart. So this is like, it's heading for the pin. We're going to roll the white in the decider, and it's not in. But it'll be a difficult putt for birdie. Yeah, let's make it moderate. 1 to 2. Oh, and he makes it. That was a lucky roll after using that chip, because that is not the best play. Mulkers. Mulkers. I don't know. It sounds really. Ugh, I don't know. Okay, Magallanes comes off a birdie, and now he's going to have to play the 14th. Yeah, you got this water over here. You don't want to get that, but he doesn't have 2 chips, so he's going to have to trust his game here to avoid the water. But it's 66. It's going in, and guess what? If it had been a 6, we'd have a special result, but because it's course control, 66, he is in the water, in 1. Magallanes with a massive unforced error here. Let's see how bad it burns him. Green 6. He is a champion. He gets a double difficult putt for par. And so a double difficult putt for par, we're going to use the chip to make it difficult. He wants to save his par here. So can he make this 1-3 to stay 2 up on Zelderlu? No, that's a bad one. Moderate bogey. Now, he already rolled a 6. Hopefully he doesn't roll a second one here. And he does make that. But that's his first bogey, and maybe a little bit of rust on the armor now, as he has done pretty well so far. Celestino Garcia, 12 in the rough with his second shot. Green 6. Oh, boy. Anytime I see a green 6 on these hazard charts, I'm just like, oh. He's not a master, so double difficult putt for par. We're going to lag it. Ooh. That was on the way to making it. Still an easy bogey. Bogey for Celestino. That's his second on the back 9. 2 over par. And his chances of catching Magallanes have pretty much evaporated. Okay, 26 golf cam course. It's going to be daunting because of the decide or die. 3 cordial no, daunting yes, clutch putt for bogey. And when it rains, it pours there, Su Cheng, unless you make this putt. And it won't. Yeah, and you did. So you get a second blue chip. Hey, it's not all bad. You're only like 7 over par. Let's see. Yeah, 7 over on the day. That's not bad. It's a lot better than some people would do, right? It's not like you're a pro or anything. Oh, wait, you are. We're getting into mocking fictional golfers. That's the level we're at. Okay, so we already know, but he's only 1 up now. Wouldn't that be something if we ended up having a winner based off of that chart? Waterloo couldn't escape if I wanted to. That's it, yes! Thank you, Mark Russell. Yeah. I mean, I could have looked it up, I guess, but looking up an ABBA lyric it's not something I want to cop to very often. And my wife likes them, and I mean, I think their music's fine. It's pretty, like, music you want to deal with on a weekend when you don't really want to have anything to do, and you're drinking beer or wine or whatever, mixed drinks, and you just kind of want to forget all of the troubles of your day. It's like ABBA, that works for me. I mean, honestly, pretty much anything at that point works for me. So, to the 18th now, and we've got our first group finishing here with Rudy Wallace. Can he get a birdie here and finish off a pretty nice round? Let's see. He's currently 4 under par on the day. He's not going to finish in the top 5, but maybe just maybe he'll keep himself in the top 10. 3, 4, 6. Bomber, no. Utility, no. Firm green, nope. Golf cam green. It's friendly. Very friendly. So a clutch birdie putt, 1-4, and he will make it. And it's a 5, so he earns a red chip. Now I play where I get to use this to make his easy moderate bogey, and he does pull that off, but that's too bad. Wait, no, that's a par. What am I saying? It was a clutch birdie. He missed. So then an easy par goes to a moderate par, which he makes. So 68, a good round for Rudy, as he is going to finish maybe tied for 7th, tied for 8th, somewhere in there. That'd be a top 10 finish. Good on him. Braden Lasalle Jr., what could have been. He looked like somebody you might be wanting to put stock in early in the day, but no such luck. Double cordial, that's a birdie. He finishes out his round. Also with 68, minus 21. The double bogey at 3, that was something that really shook him to the core. And he did kind of like worm his way back in there, but not nearly enough. Currently tied for 6th. Laufenberg, he also gets a birdie. Whoops, I put the plus sign. That's a -1. Also 68. Laufenberg joins LaSalle minus 21. So, some good scores there. Good scores. Keith White got tricked into seeing Mamma Mia. I mean, there was a movie back in like the 90s when I was in college, and I was interested in a gal. I guess I'll leave it at that. Well, yeah, so I can't remember what the name of that one was. I think it was before Mamma Mia. So let's just say that was. So I'm pretty sure I've got this beer running through me now, which is kind of making my memory a little iffy. This is the same gal that I think drugged me to, because she's Catholic, and nothing against, I'm not trying to make any statements about that. Just disclaiming. But she took me to a movie and had me go to a movie with her that was like about a priest who, I don't know. I can't remember what controversial thing it was. I've tried to forget it because it was just like not any kind of a movie that makes you think of date, and it was just like, okay, I get the picture. Thanks for playing. Try again. Go back to the well. Chicago or Moulin Rouge. Oh, no, not. I just meant it was another ABBA one that was like from the 90s. It was like a gal who maybe got pregnant or something. I can't remember it. I was in college, and mostly what I was thinking about was something other than a movie. So, if you know what I mean. All right, so let's go ahead and let Summers take control of this. He gets to avoid the exclamation mark. 2, 3, 4. He's on back-to-back birdies. Par 4. If this were direct, I think that would be a good chance, but I don't think so. Dynamic. He's not dynamic. So we go to right now. Right now he is hot. So the 2 asks if he's hot, and in one of the rare occasions you check to see if somebody's hot. He is on 2 birdies in a row. He is hot with the 2. That is a gimme birdie putt. He is on fire right now, and he makes it. Summers to minus 24. He is not out of this whatsoever. If he could eagle 18, he would get to minus 26, which would tie Enrique Magallanes. I felt like Ace Ventura when he does this. I'm having a good time. Rance Aberley. So he is also in the same spot. It's going to be tough for him to birdie. He doesn't have any blue chips. .33 is Golf Cam course. Green 5 is going to give him a chance. I'm pretty sure. Green 5 on a par 4 ass. Is it daunting? No. Scatter? No, he's not. Clutch putt for birdie. So if he can get a 1-3, he joins Summers at -24. If there's ever any time to make a clutch putt here, Rance, how about right now? Oh, and he does. Gets a blue chip, and we've got two guys who are in the mix. Shooting low, playing well, and here is Solari. Solari, we're going to give him control. Doesn't really have the card for it, though. It's one of those things where you just, sometimes you take control just to, out of habit, and it's not always the smart thing to do. 3-3-5. King, he is a king. We go to that chart. 3, we go to the gallery cheers. 3 is hero or champion. He's neither of those. He's going to have an easy par putt. So see, he uses the chip and gets a par. That's not what you signed up for when you use that chip, really. Okay, so let's see. It'll be Gareth Leonard. Leonard -22. He needs an eagle here, really. Birdie would be okay for him, or birdie eagle, but let's see what happens. 1-2-5, par 5. Bomber or direct? It is direct. He's got a moderate eagle putt. Okay, so a chance, a 1 or 2, and if he misses it, he's still going to have an easy, which isn't that much easier because it's easy birdie. It's still 1-4. 1 or 2, and he makes the eagle. He really needs to put the pressure on. Oh, and it's a 3. If he had a chip, it would have gone. So now he needs a 1-4 birdie. Is he going to 3-putt, or is he going to actually make this one? Oh, and he 3-putts. Easy par. And that chance goes lacking severely. What a disappointment. His yips return, and that is gonna probably deaden that chance. Any chances of him getting there? So 3-5-6. The roll he needed off of the tee shot. So scatter. So he's got puny mulkers. And we go to the gallery groans as his tee shot was like, whoa. Workman, no. Polite applause. He's not a workman, so that's kind of like, yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, have a difficult putt for par, man. At least he makes it. Mulkers. Marshall Weber. He looked like he was going to be challenging here, and then he kind of... Aces, but that doesn't do him any good. 11 is Golf Cam green. Actually, that does him pretty well. It's a friendly green. Not challenging, and he's not scatter, so he gets a clutch birdie putt. 1-4. It's in the hole. Finally, he had 3 birdies on the front, and then he blew it away with 3 bogeys to start the back. We still haven't had any bogeys on these easy par 5s. That would take the cake. I really would like to see that, right? Wouldn't you? 16 or 18 right here. That would be fun. Let me check the chat here. I'm sitting here. We've got a couple guys who are just hanging around here, making some progress, in Magellanes, while he has done his thing, he still hasn't quite sealed it away. So here is the par 3 15th. And because everybody bogeyed in this group 14, he does still have the honor. 56 is Golf Cam green. No, Golf Cam course, my bad. And a green 2. Guess what? Is it cordial? It is cordial. Clutch putt for birdie because it's semi-cordial with a dot. So he's going to have a chance to get that shot back. He needs a 1-3 to make this clutch birdie putt. And it's in. Magallanes is not 12 under on one hole. That's impossible. Fat finger disease. Okay, Celestino. What could have been for him? 1-3-3. Wait, no. 13. I'm getting sloppy. Well, he is semi-laser because everybody is, but there's no dot, so we go off the regular old 13, sand in 1. A green 3, chunky, no. Gimme par. Gimme. It's in. Now it's Su Cheng Chen. Gets a par. Take it. Walk away. Walk away, young Su Cheng. Maybe next year will be the year you end up with a Martin Van Dyke or Gareth or Dustin Emmerich rating on your card, tournament rating. Okay, so it's back to 18, and we've got Heath Summers and Rance Aberley. So these guys, I mean, you already have Zelderlu who posted the score, -25, but you got maybe one or both of these guys could put an eagle in here and dial it up a little bit. So Summers will go first. He does have a blue chip, so if he gets an eagle putt, he can make it one better. Let's see. Oh, a white 5. How bad is that luck? That's sand in 3. That's horrible luck. Maybe we should have used the chip to give him control, but you hate to do that on a par 5. Especially when a white 6 will get you a birdie. So, green 3, chunky, no. Gimme par putt. Can't even use the blue chip. How disastrous is that? So we'll give him the old roll. He makes it. That's a disappointment. So we're up to Aberley here now as the one guy who could potentially do it. We could take control of this outright. Maybe we should. I'd like to dial up an easy eagle putt if we could finally, if we could get that. But let's see. 1, 3, 6. Duffer or scatter, no. Utility, no. Hero, no. Moderate putt for birdie. We're going to make it easy. He's going to join Zelderlu at -26 at best, or -25 at best. 1-4, and he misses that. So we're going to get pars here. That was a gimme par. I just needed to roll one more, but that's a real letdown. So those guys finish -24. And it's going to take a collapse for Magallanes to lose. Solari finishing up 3, 5, 6. We go off the other side of the book. Scatter, puny, no. Hero, no. Champion, no. Mood. Solari is sunny. Not stormy. An easy birdie putt. 1-4. And he makes that. So, Carlos Solari, -21, tied for 6th. So Mulker's actually, Rudy Wallace are tied for 11th. So they're outside the top 10 at this point. With all these easy holes, everybody's cashing in except Aberley and Summers. They kind of choked it away there on 18. So Weber at 17. We're coming down the home stretch here, guys. It's not too much more left. Sand in 1. I mean, really, I think it's already pretty much in the bag for Magallanes, but we're going to play it out anyway because you never know when a special result or something like that's going to come and wreak havoc. So, sand in 1, The green die is 4, so we go chunky. He isn't chunky, so we have a moderate par putt for Weber. He misses that. That's a 1 to 5. He gets a 6, so now an easy bogey. He'll make that. Wait a second. Still give him the bogey, but we should have made the moderate putt difficult, right? Because of the guy here. So he still misses the difficult. I believe because of the 5, he'll make the moderate bogey. So that's an unforced error on me. Gareth Leonard. Oh, he also loses control. So it's going to be rough in 2. We got to remember this guy. 3 is workman, no. Gimme goes to easy, so it'll be a X easy. I call it X because of the exclamation mark. X easy instead of gimme. Makes the par. John Mulkers, the name that... so a name being named Earl that I would probably like worse than Earl is John Mulkers, maybe. Again, no offense to no offense to anybody named Mulkers out there. Golf Cam course. If you're named Mulkers and you watch this video, please leave a comment. I will. I don't know. I'm not sure what I will do. Shake your hand, maybe. I don't have a whole lot of money to give away. It's not daunting, and he's not scatter, so Mulkers will have a clutch birdie putt. He can get rid of this red chip if he gets a 1 to 3. Otherwise, he'll have 2. Oh! Now, he can use the red chip he already had. So, he's going to take the easy to moderate, so it leaves it with only 1. So, a moderate, you got to avoid a 6. He does, but that's a bogey. Right? No, it's a par again. I did it again. Because he had the clutch birdie putt. So his follow-up par he made a little more difficult by using a red chip. 2-16. And Magellanes followed up a bogey with a birdie. He is riding high. 4-4-5. He just wants pars in, and he will be jumping for joy, winning the Ice Brew Toronto Challenge. One of the things you get is a lifetime supply of Ice Brew, which is, again, if you like your beer cold, drink Ice Brew. 4-4-5. Is he hot? He's actually neutral. Birdie and a bogey in the last 2 holes, so it's just neutral. And he's not cold. Well, actually, that's a great question. I think the way I don't know. I don't want to play it that way. Let's I'm going to take a little bit of time here and let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Play website, or the Play Facebook page. We'll go to announcements, Play Games FAQ, FAQ. I like calling it FAQ because I hate using extra syllables. Let's see. Does it have? It does have some stuff about hot, but I don't know if it has this particular deal. I don't know. Let me look at the rule book. There's nothing there that I see in the FAQ. If he scored a birdie on either of the last 2 holes, he's considered semi-hot. Bogey or worse, he's considered bogey or worse than any of the last semi-cold. Okay, if a golfer, so this is the way I guess I played it, and I was going to play it, but then I thought maybe there's a clarification on the thing. But the rule book states if a golfer has scored a par on both the last 2 holes, or a combination of both birdie and bogey or worse, then it's neutral. So he is neutral. So what do we do? 4, 4, 5. Hot, no. Cold, no. Because he's neutral. Gilded, no. Experience. 4 is he an icon? Which he is an icon. Magallanes is. So he gets an easy birdie putt off the 4 column. And because he's so late in the round, he's just going to make it gimme. He's like, yeah, let's have fun with this guy. Let's just pour it in. Let's rub salt in the wound. Minus 28. We still have a chance at minus 30 here. Let's go to Garcia. Let's get this guy finished up here. We're taking a little too long. The networks are yelling at us. Why you wasted so much time, man? We got Bambi to show on the channel. Okay, 12 is bunker in 3. So we go to 3. Is he chunky? No. So Celestino Garcia, give me putt for par. Oh, and he misses it. Oh. Oh. You bogeyed 16, you loser. Give me bogey. He makes that one. Yes. Oh, how horrible is that? We're making fun of the guy. He deserved it. 2, 3, 4, par 5. Hope that was worth the price of admission. Direct it is. Moderate putt for eagle. Su Sheng, he's going to revel in the glory of being able to make that a gimme eagle putt. And he makes it. We don't have another one where... Oh, triple sixes. Ow! That just puts the old undercarriage in a vice and just squeezes. Hey, Mike McAllister, good to see you. So, Kevin, yeah, so reading the rule book, it's not, so the thing was, I didn't show you the scorecard. I can do that real quick. This was my dilemma. And which guy was it? Was it Weber? No, it was Magallanes. He was birdie on 15, bogey on 14. So when you're that way, then what do? Like I was thinking maybe he could be both semi-hot and semi-cold. And because you check the semi-hot first, decided I was, yes, maybe he is hot. But instead, it is kind of like the logical thing where you just take the sum of those and say, well, he's neutral. So that's the way it works. Mags still does have a shot at 30. Hey, Magallanes, yay! But, yeah, we've had some challengers here, but we just had the highlight of the tournament, which was Celestino Garcia missing a gimme par putt. And so on this double cordial, friendly, direct par 5, the poor little guy bogeys, and we just roasted him handily, as he should be. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. And yeah, it is neutral. I guess I was just overthinking it. I've never been known for overthinking anything ever in my life. It's just that's not who I am whatsoever. Hopefully I sold that well enough that you believe it. So I'm on my 3rd here, and it's probably sounding exquisite. If we were broadcasting this on the airwaves, I think the FCC would be calling. But, all right, Gareth Leonard with his extra control does no good here at 18. Oh, and he gets the 5. Bunker in 1 with a green 5. So these dice are pretty cruel at times here. Is he sandy? No. Polite applause. You suck anyway. I don't want to waste that on there. That's kind of polite. Okay, 5. Difficult par putt. 1 to 3. He does make it. Close to a laughing at for Gareth Leonard. He does finish with a 69. Not nearly as good as Laufenberg, Lasalle, Wallace, Aberley, Summers, or Elaine Zelderlu. Zelderlu with a 58, which only because of emerging contender, it's pretty weak. It's like weak sauce that came up. But okay, Mulkers finishing out here. I hear people stirring upstairs. 3, 4, 5. That's the you suck roll. He gets another red chip. How you like them beans? Gallery groans, par 5, 4. Is he workman? No. Polite applause. A 6. He's going to have a difficult putt for par. Well, he's going to make it double difficult. I do this because we can't do the whole meltdown. That's going to be an easy bogey, but let's make it moderate. We'll really laugh if he misses this guy. Oh! What a loser. He's going to double it. Double bogey 18. Mulkers, I already laughed at his name. Mocked it, said I would rather have that. I'd rather have the name Earl than that, which it's rare for me to even say that. Mulkers. 74 on a relatively easy course. That's pretty impressive, if I'd say so myself. Everybody else is under par. Just saying. Well, aside from Su Ching Tien, but 3-3-5 for Marshall Weber. He was in contention there for a while, but just kind of like faded at the end. 3-3-5. King, no. Hacker, no. Hero, no. Right now, he's neutral. Well, he's not cold, so he gets an easy birdie putt. 1 to 4. It's in the hole. So Weber with a birdie. Even he's under par. Weber finishes at minus 21, tied for 6th. And now it's just a joyride for Enrique. Can Enrique birdie this hole? He doesn't have any blue chips, so that's going to make this pretty tough. He needs a 1 to have any chance at that. It's going to be 13. He's in the sand in 1. Green 5. He's not sandy. Difficult putt for par. And the exclamation point is going to make it double difficult. And he's 3 up. We're just going to have to lag this. He can't take any chances here at this point. He's going to take his easy bogey putt. Makes that. Oh, wait a second. Well, I did that out of order. It should have been Chen first. Oh, well. Yeah, it's 45. Rough in 1. Green 4. Workman. No. Moderate will make it difficult. Difficult par. And it's good. Celestino at the 17th. Ooh, and he gets the 135. Par 4. Doesn't have to worry about the caution symbol. He's not Duffer or Puny or Utility. We go to right now. Right now he is semi-cold with a dot, so it's going to be cold. Double difficult putt for birdie, I think, is how that works. I'm going to double check, though. 3 cold. Wait. Is he cold? Yes. Par 4, double difficult putt for par. Ugh. Well, let's lag it and get him this bogey. Easy bogey makes it. But alright. So 18. Still not a given. Pretty close, but not a given, as you do have water here. So water is always an equalizer. Also, you have special results. But let's go with Chen first, as he has the tee. 145 par 5. Duffer no, Hacker no, Firm Green no, Golf Cam Green, it's friendly. Par 5, challenging or scatter? No, it's not. He's not scatter. So clutch putt for birdie. He'll make it full gold. 1 to 5, and he makes it. Good thing we made it full gold. So that's a birdie. 76, pretty bad round. 1 over. Oh no, even par on the back. So that's something to build from for the young guy. Let's play. We'll play Magalhães here. Let's see. He's got to avoid the white 5. If he does that, he's gonna win. He does. 3-5-5. My bad. 3-5-5. King. Yes. Blue chip. Gallery. Cheers. Par 5 version. 3. Is he a hero or a champion? He's a champion. We get the chance to go for it. Let's go for it. What the hey? Give him a chance at an eagle. Reroll white. It's a 6. Double difficult birdie putt. He's going to lag. He'll make it difficult. Needs a 1 for a birdie. 1 to 5 for a par. He makes it. So there's a par for Magalhães. Finishes at -27. The winner of the Ice Brew Toronto Challenge. Let's play out Garcia here just for the fun of it. Putt putt for the fun of it. Putt, putt for. He's cold, so it's going to be a 2-putt par. Tough. Okay, so there you go. Let's take a look at our. As I forgot to change the stupid thing again. How do I do that? I've done that the second time. It's the beer, I swear. This is the last time I'm drinking while playing this game because I completely botched some of it. But hopefully it was more fun than I think it probably was. With you guys not being able to see the rolls and the scores and stuff. But there's your 1-1-4 that I was telling you about. So he gets a 2-putt par. Poor Garcia. We already laughed at him pretty hard. Magalhães wins. Zelderlu, he's finished. -25, up 58. Pretty bad to shoot a 58 and not win, but that may get him into the playoff. A good finish for Zelderlu, who's a slacker guy, but, we go by points, and maybe with this finish, he gets there, so we will see. Aberley, Summers, they were right there with a chance, and they just, 18 did not go their way. They finish tied for third, -24. Good scores there, 66 on the final day to kind of set themselves apart. Summers with some great opportunities there. He got that special roll off of the special result chart, which gave him a bunch of good stuff, and he just couldn't. He was too far back, started too far in arrears. So sorry, Larry. Oh, there he says that I can't see the rolls. Yeah. So maybe I'm not doing a good job of advertising for Ice Brew. Or maybe it's too good of a job, because I'm not drinking Ice Brew. If I did, I could neither confirm nor deny that I actually had it. But if Keith ever starts brewing it, but this is too bad. I feel really, because I just did this without having the camera up there for the second time. It's not great. Not great, but I mean, he was going to win it regardless. I mean, it's just too far ahead. I will say that sometimes with this game, you want good finishes, and I mean, just like with any game, it's like real life. Not every tournament is a good finish. You don't always get a playoff. You don't always get a chance to tie it up on 18. And fortunately for us, we did have Aberley and Summers with a chance, and unfortunately, as does happen in real life, the rolls didn't go their way. But it would be nice to be able to. Yeah, thanks there, Larry. I'm pretty proud of that. It worked relatively well, seeing that I re-engineered it for the threesomes, and it had, when I added the emerging contender, it kind of like put it into haywire a little bit, but I was able to sort that out without a ton of work. So I gotta go. Sounds like it's just about dinner time. Thanks for hanging in here with me. Thanks for bearing with the mistakes that I made with my camera stuff. Maybe next time I will lay off the booze cruise, and we'll do things the way they should be. But you can be sure it finished. If it had been like Summers or Aberley finding a way into it, you would have known that. Because I mean, I'm fine with Magalhães, but I was also kind of hoping for. I mean, I was really hoping for Aberley, if anything, or Garcia or Weber, Molkers, Chen, any of them. I mean, I'd love to see somebody new win, but it's all about the rolls, and Magalhães started ahead, and he got plenty of them. So there you go. Hit like. We'll see you soon here on the channel. Next tournament will be... dang. Can't remember. Next tournament... give me a second. I will tell you before I sign off. I am drawing a blank. I want to say Blues Belt, but I feel like I already did that one. It is Blues Belt. TPC Southwind. That'll be the next tournament. I don't know if it'll be next weekend or the following. Once that happens, we will be in the playoff, and I will fill you in more on the standings and all that stuff, either before the next tournament or just after that one. So anyway, hang in there, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend. We will see you soon here on the channel. Take it easy.